on it. Get along, need it. I don't want no crib, baby, spray like
My name is Ashley, and this is My Sweet Perspective, where I give my take on all things TV and movie related, and I am here to put you on, okay? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, y'all. Welcome, or good afternoon, depending on where you are. Thank you guys so much for coming in today. Happy Saturday, and all of the things. Y'all know we do this every single Saturday. All of the sweet peas. We come in, we say hello, we find out how everyone's doing. I talk TV and movie stuff a little bit, and we just talk and chat for a while. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Hey, the tea really teeing. I hope you're having an amazing Saturday wherever you are. Hope hope the weather is amazing where you are. What's good, DeMarcus? What's good? Hope you're having a great Saturday as well. Not don't shadow ban me, YouTube. Well. Look at me here on time. Happy Saturday, everyone. Happy Saturday, y'all. Hey, Low Reacts. What's good? What's good? Hope everyone is having a great day. Y'all know what to do when you come in. Let me know what part of the world you're in and how the weather is, and give me one word letting me know how you feel today. That's what I want to know. Just give me one word. Hey, Nikki. What's up, King Nikki? My darling Nikki. Member for 4 months level of the Sweet Peas. Happy Saturday, Ashley. On my way to get my nails done. Dropping into support. I appreciate you, friend. Hope your nails come out amazing. Amazing. What's going on, sis? What's going on, Tremaine? Hope you're having an amazing Saturday as well. Y'all, this was a great weekend TV. This was a great weekend TV. I don't know if it was great because there were just so many options, or if we're just getting a little bit better with things, but I have a ton to talk about today because I watched a lot this week. Thank you, DeMarcus, for the $5 super chat. Always coming through, always showing love and support. We appreciate you immensely. Ashley, which song is better? You're My Lady by Freddie Jackson, or My? Oh my goodness. My. You are my lady. You're all I need. I'm going over with Freddie. Respect to the law, respect to the law, respect for the law. Johnny Gill, cool and all that, but I'm going over there with Freddie Jackson. Absolutely. Absolutely going on over there. Y'all let me know in the chat. Are you guys Freddie Jackson or Johnny Gill? Which one you doing? DeMarcus says VA all day. Hope it's amazing. It feels, I haven't been outside today. Girl, y'all know I'll be in the house. But it feels a little steamy, like I'm about to have to turn on this ceiling fan. And I know the air is on, so it's got to be hot already. Hey, Darfalina, happy Saturday, happy Saturday. Don't forget to give me one word that describes how you feel today. Let me know. Phenomenal. I love it. Happy Saturday, Bookworm. Hope you're having an amazing day. It's hot here in Northern California. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. Nikki says Nashville, and we're burning in hellfire. It's so hot. You're not burning in hellfire, miss. Mr. Jackson, absolutely going over there with Freddie Jackson, because what are we talking about? And not that I hate Johnny Gill. Johnny Gill, he got some bops for sure, sings down. But I'm going over there with Mr. Freddie. Feeling well rested and trying to stay cool. 88 degrees today already. Oh no. Johnny Gill, King Nikki says stressed. That's my word for the day. Don't be stressed. I hope is it the movie? Is it movie related? Oh God, overwhelmed? Am I gonna have to pray for everybody? Um, Overwhelmed? No, Darfalina. Y'all don't forget. Let me know where you're at, how you're feeling. One word that describes how you're feeling and what the weather's like where you're at. Damn. Well, I hope things get better. I hope the stress is relieved soon, Nikki. And I pray that you feel less overwhelmed, Darfelina. Saul 10 says, listen, I'm sleepy. That's what I feel today, sleepy. Well, the great thing about a Saturday for a lot of us is that you have the opportunity to lay down and rest. Freddie, but rub you the right way is my ish. And rub you the right way. Yeah, that was good. I honestly saw all that video coverage of Johnny Gill's, what was it, Memorial Day barbecue, and I really wish I was there. A time was had from what I've seen in the clips. The weather is hot in the 2 up and 2 down, 95 degrees. Got you. Over under, more or less. Yeah, it's movie related. Always a problem. That's the issue, honey, when you work with people. Nikki, you know that. People be fickle. You know what I'm saying? But once you find a good team to execute the vision, it is going to be amazing. I have a whole lot on my schedule today, Darfelina. What you got to do, girl? What you got to do, friend? Um, Caffeinated, period. I love the pink room. Do you have an LTK or Amazon? You know what? The people reached out from Shop My, and I need to get that set up. I do have an Amazon storefront. It's always linked in the description, but that's mainly the equipment. I will go ahead and add some of the other stuff I have in here. But honestly, a lot of the stuff that I get is from like Home Goods or TJ Maxx. That's like my quiet place, you know. But I'll definitely add everything to my Amazon storefront, and I'll make sure that it's prominent in the description. Actually, I'll put it in the Discord as well in the My Sweet Perspective tab, because I also have some wallpapers that I made, some like screen wallpapers for like your devices that I made. It's like a vision board for the months of the year. And I just did my July one, so I was going to share that with you guys if you know, wanted the outlook of it all. Good morning, pretty girl. Don't forget to let us know where you are, how the weather is, and give me one word that describes how you're feeling today. Bookworm says, I feel rested and grateful. I love that. I love that. Exactly why I hate working with people, Nikki. You know what? Every time you work with people, though, a new group, it stretches you. So we're never going to complain about being pushed and stretched. It's good for you, you know? Johnny Gill, my. Okay, DeMarcus, he said, I'm over there with Johnny, visiting my godmother in rehab. Prayerfully, everything is going well for her, Darfelina. Going to lunch for a friend's birthday and a green concert tonight. Catch the rest of the replay. Hope y'all enjoy the movie tonight. Well, you enjoy the rest of your day. I know it's going to be nice, if for nothing else, but you're getting to spend time with family and friends. Be safe. Have fun. Just flew in last week in Kenya. It's cold here. Oh, wow. What are you doing in Kenya? Is this a fun trip? Is this a work trip? I'm very, very curious now. Kenya's beautiful from what I've seen and what I've heard. Tremaine says relaxing. I know that's right. That's what the weekends are for. I love a good trip to TJ Maxx, Home Goods, and now Hobby Lobby. Girl, Hobby Lobby. Child, between Michael's, Hobby Lobby, all like, it's a thing. It's a thing. Finally, less than 100 in Myrtle Beach. Word for the day, off. Period, Mona the Goddess. Hope your day is going well. Oh, the Al Green concert. Yes. Child, y'all know how I feel about Al Green in his prime. I'd have been over there. I don't know if I would have thrown the hot grits, but I definitely would have been on his city rotation. Definitely. Come see about me, Al. Back in those days. Absolutely. But you guys, we watched a ton of stuff this week. A ton. Did a ton of lives. I did a ton of short form content. But this one probably is the thing that stands out most to me, y'all, because I had no clue. I was literally yesterday years old when I found out about this. If you don't know who the lady is on the right, y'all know that's Mariska. I'm not even finna play with y'all. Y'all know Mariska Hargitay because she is Law and Order SVU, right? Like that's where we know her from. Well, I had no clue that her mama was Jane Mansfield until yesterday because she released an original documentary on Max, HBO original, excuse me, on Max, My Mom Jane. Her mother was Jane Mansfield. Did y'all know that? Now, if you know anything about Jane Mansfield, you know that she was a bombshell, super fine. She was like, very much gave Marilyn Monroe tease. They're of the same ilk and era, but super fine, platinum blonde. She was going to have a swimsuit moment. She was going to do a couple cute movies, and she was going to do Playboy, right? And all of the things. Well, apparently, she passed untimely in a car accident when she was in her mid 30s, and she left behind 5 kids. Well, Mariska was one of those 5 children that she left behind. And so this documentary came out last night. I think it's only got a runtime of about an hour and a half or so. But when I tell you I'm going to be sat today watching this because I had no idea whatsoever. The weather is quite nice today in New York City for now until it rains. I'm just feeling cloudy and conflicted. Oh, gonna be doing some soul cleansing and real cleaning, crying and listening to music. Girl, release, relax, relate, release. It's time. It's time. And it's good for you. It's really, really good for you to cry and let it go. Like for me, like I'll watch a movie, I'll listen to music, but also the cleaning part is kind of cathartic as well. So enjoy it, pretty girl, and take your time with it. And you don't have to do it all today. You know what I mean? But absolutely get free, you know? It bees like that. It bees like that. Hey everyone. Hey Anakin. Hope you're having an amazing Saturday. Let us know where you're at, what the weather is like, and give me one word that describes how you feel today. I'm Kenyan American. I usually spend 6 months in Kenya and 6 months in the US. Oh, I love that. That's so nice. So this is your 6 months in Kenya just starting over now in the summer. Well, our summer. Oh, that's gonna be awesome. I hope it's amazing. I love that. That's the dream. That's the goal where I can live somewhere for 6 months and the other half of the year somewhere else. That's ideal. Pretty Girl said, yes, I did from a documentary about her tragic. Yeah, I literally had no idea till yesterday. I remember, of course, Jane Mansfield. She was an icon, but I did not know that Mariska was her daughter. Or maybe it was a video on social media. Okay. I remember this story. I saw photos of the wreck. Yes, it was terrible, terrible. Yes, knew that was her mom since early seasons of Law and Order. Child, I had no idea. Tremaine says catching up to this Love Island USA. Child, I'm behind. I didn't watch last night's, but I know Olandria pissed me off. I saw enough on TikTok to know kind of what happened. I don't think she did what I told her to do, pining after that damn Taylor who didn't want her. Ugh. I hate when we get on these shows and just look a fool. I hate that. Damn it. Miles, why can't you watch it? Why can't you watch it? Are you a member of the Discord? Because it might be something I put on in the Discord. Let us know why you can't watch it. But yeah, so that came out last night. So I am super, super excited to check that out. I wonder if it's going to give me the emo vibes. It probably will, because child, 34-year-old mom leaving behind her babies is too much. It's too much. It's too much for me. Okay, now let's ease on down to this other thing I watched. I don't think I've told any of y'all about it. And if you're not on like my TikTok or Instagram, then you don't know that I watched it. But I sat down, me and Tyra watched it after a live, I think Thursday night after the Sex and the City watches. We sat down and we watched Nelly and Ashanti, We Belong Together on Peacock. When I tell you this is some of the most heartwarming, like black love, cutesy vibes you'd ever want to see, ever. I mean that thing. This is so adorable. And like I said, the one thing you know watching this doc is that Nelly let his lady down bad. Bad. From, like I said, from her hair follicles to her toenails, it's giving, I love this lady, right? But like I said, I won't say that when they were together, them 11 years, many years ago, that he didn't take her down through there. What I will say, this looks like a matured love. It really, really does. Like I said, I've only watched episode 1, but I'm completely sat for it. I believe that the whole season is out on Peacock right now. So this is definitely bingeable. But Nelly and Ashanti, We Belong Together. I'm sat. It's cute. When I tell you I was just rubbing my feet together, cheesing, hear me. so cute. Damn it. And they have the little baby. Like, it's just so adorable. And then some hater in my comments was like, well, he just was caught cheating. He wasn't. That's scam. That's fake news. So if you see that going around, apparently that was like, I don't know. I don't know what it was or who it was that set that up, but somebody who stole somebody's account pictures and made something up. But they are so cute together. Like, this is what I be like envisioning when they tell me, oh, it's going to be black love. This is what I want to see. I want to see that man doting on that woman, loving her down, planning her surprise birthday parties. Like, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to hear. So I'm over there with Nelly and Ashanti. Everybody is talking about Love Island. I've never seen an episode, but I might get into it. How many episodes in it? Listen, too many. There are going to be 37 episodes, and I think we are just on episode 21 or 22. This is my first season watching, and honestly, I don't think I'm going back over here. It hasn't been worth it. The fandom is odd, and it's just not picking up momentum. And it could just be like people don't want to hear me talk about it. But I don't know. It's like now, like I feel like I have to finish it because we've started it, but I don't think you missing too much. I don't. I watched the first episode last night. I just want to eat them up. Mona, they so cute. They are so adorable. Yes. And I'm like, after all these years, and it just kind of goes to show that maybe sometimes when you have something and you're not ready for it, if you do let it go, it does come back. You know what I mean? When you're more capable and prepared to see it. I'm not paying for streaming services anymore. I found I was wasting money and the prices keep going up. Now, that's the truth. That's the truth. Now, the people got some creative sites, though, Miles. And if you're a part of the Discord, we play a ton back there because I keep all the subscriptions because I kind of have to. So we play in Tyra. We play a lot of stuff back there. So make sure you're part of the collective Discord. I believe, let me put the QR code up. You can be a part, and we watch stuff all the time. And most of it is open to everybody. So just kind of keep that in mind. Been watching Squid Game. So disappointed. Baby, I got a slide for that. We finished that in the Discord yesterday. We watched that all together as well. Pissed me off. Because season 1 was my favorite season, and I was late to the party. I binged it last year when we were covering it. And the first season, I mean, I cried real tears. I was on the edge of my seat. I was absolutely sat for it. Season 2 felt more like folly and like, I don't know, it felt like comedy or something. It was so unserious in season 2. So I thought in season 3 we were going to wrap it up, but season 3 was dragged out. They could have probably done this in a movie. Like, I don't think it needed 6 episodes because they just kept dragging it. Like, we didn't need that. But I believe we will be going live to talk about this whenever Tyra sets it up. She'll be hosting the Squid Game 3 series discussion. And, they set it up for the future. So we'll see what happens with it. But yeah, it didn't move me at all. I was not moved. Me too. They're just so cute. They're just so cute. Like, I love it. Anakin says, I'm down in Atlanta. It's sunny now, but it'll switch up on you. I'm feeling pretty good today. Good, Anakin. Yeah, it seems like it's like that since in the Carolinas too. Whenever it just seems like it could be 70 and perfect today. Tomorrow it's gonna be 100 degrees or feel like 100 degrees. Yes, Jane Mansfield's was terrifying because the kids were in the back seat as well. And Mariska says she got a scar on her face because of it, and that's all I'll say. Okay, yeah, I need to know. I need to see. I'm new to your channel since season 2 of, oh, you're very, very new, Miles. Well, welcome. You're very welcome to the Sweet Peas. Come on in, sit down, take a seat, join us in the collective. It really is. And everybody can attest to it who's been here for any length of time. This is really a loving and sweet community. Like, we do disagree on things, but we always keep it cute and respectful. So I hope you enjoy it here. We're so glad to have you. And if anybody gives you any trouble, let Pretty Girl Danny know. She'll get them together. Friend, is you gonna watch 911 Nashville with Jukebox when it comes out? You already know. You know I'm a 911 stan. I'll never forgive them for Bobby being gone. I will never forgive them for that. But I watched Lone Star. I watched OG 911, and I will be watching Nashville. I love that. That's one of Ryan Murphy's my favorite Ryan Murphy properties. I've watched 911 the OG since it first came out live on network television. Like I love it. And like I said, but with Bobby being gone, I don't know how we move forward. Like I don't know what that looks like. But I'm still sad because I still love the rest of the crew. Athena has had the worst luck. Athena is played by Angela Bassett. If y'all don't know what we're talking about the network show 911. Athena has been down through there. First, her husband is gay. He leaves her for a man. Then the kids have issues. Doesn't the daughter get abducted at one point? The boy runs away or he gets taken too. It's like she just been down through there. Like she got to recover from her first love being unalived and research that and investigate that. Athena just, it's just been too much. I hate when I have shows and movies I want to watch, but then they drop them after a few months. Like I kept having to jump around and sign up for new streaming services. Not worth it. You gotta sign up for what you want to sign up for and then forget the rest. They should have ended it with season one. I think so too. In hindsight, like I said, season two of Squid Game was so unserious. I think they should have ended it after that, just to kind of keep the property pure because it was something special. It was something special. Let's see. I feel you, Miles. I canceled my Netflix on principle. How dare they raise the price to $18? Then sent out a little note the other day talking about if you want to share your account, let us know and we'll add $5 and you can share your account with people. Like Netflix, be serious. My Netflix, I feel like it's almost $30 a month now. I haven't even been paying attention to the emails, but I saw that somewhere in passing and I was like, really? Hey Toshiba, happy Saturday, happy Saturday. Pretty girl, we finished watching Mr. Loverman. We were gonna do just a series ending and we can, but honestly, nobody was really coming through for it. We're gonna definitely still play the end in Discord for everybody. But I don't know if it's worth slides and a live and all that energy to talk about it because it really wasn't. I don't think it garnered any response at all, really. I'm half done with Squid Game. It's boring. I have to finish because too many hours in it to quit now. We watched like from episodes 4 to 6. I put it on 1.5 speed. Nobody in the Discord complained when I was playing it. And yeah, pretty girl. I mean, I finished watching it because I was in preparation to do the live, and then we just kind of looked at the number. But yeah. Let's see. I'm half done with yeah. You just go on and finish it. It's worth it. Damn it, I didn't mean to spoil. Blocking Princess over here with a slick mouth sometimes. As long as everyone remains respectful, there won't be no problem. Let's see. They killed Bobby. I haven't watched in a few seasons. Damn, they do it. Listen, I'm sorry. I thought everybody knew. It happened a couple months ago, and yeah, I was like, damn. I really was. I got my Florida Evans on because why are y'all doing this? Why are y'all doing this witchcraft and wizardry? Like, I hated it. Like, damn, leave Athena alone. Okay, what else did we watch this week or talk about? Oh, this is the next thing. And again, I'm a documentary person, so I'm gonna watch them. And whether you loved her or hated her, you can't do anything, especially as a woman, as a creative, as someone who aspires to be in the media space, and not give Barbara Walters her flowers. They released a documentary. It's by ABC News, but it aired on Hulu, and it's Barbara Walters Tell Me Everything, and it really does a great job of chronicling her journey, not only on camera, but behind the camera, like her home life, the adoption of her daughter, and all of those things. And I thought it was really, really good. I felt like it's really inspiring. because she talks about not being conventionally attractive and busting her way through, and how honestly she was a better editor than she felt like she was an interviewer, but how she grew. And then they have like Diane Sawyer, they had Oprah come through and just say how, like, Barbara, like, I literally just copied you. Like, that's how I learned to do what I do. And if you haven't gone back through the archives and watched any of Barbara Walters' interviews, she is one of my favorite interviewers of all time, baby. She's going to make you feel comfortable, and then she's going to come out her bag on you. Like this one in particular, go and watch the Barbara Walters, Mike Tyson, and Robin Givens interview. Do yourself a favor. You're going to laugh. And like I said, you love her or hate her, but you have to respect the journey. You have to respect that she pioneered in her field. She just did. You know what I'm saying? She did. It's one of those. It's one of them things. Like, you got to respect it, and I think they do a good job of chronicling it. I honestly hope she gets a biopic at some point. I think it does. I think her story deserves to be told. She passed in 2022. She was 93 years old. Like, she was doing it in a time where women were, you know, it just wasn't, right. You had Tom Brokaw, you had Dan Rather, um, and then you have a Barbara Walter that kind of comes in. And if you look at a lot of the women journalists that came after her, a ton of them mirrored her or took pieces, from her style. Listen, because sometimes we got to do that, Salton, because that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I understand once you guys drop something from your weekly schedule, I know it didn't get any traction. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but the story was very interesting, and we will play it in the Discord, Mr. Loverman. I can't wait to watch this one. Barbara was good at what she did, baby. Listen, I'll never take it away from her. And I know she said some crazy stuff, and you know, as like an elder millennial, I'll say this. Like, the cancel cult, the idea of a cancel culture is so wild to me. And not canceling someone because they did something egregious, like took actions that caused harm. I get that. But for someone having a different ideology, a different political view, or something that they said, like, I'll never get on that bandwagon per se. Just across the board, I'm done. Like, somebody was in the comments about the Nelly Ashanti thing and said, "Oh, because he performed for Trump, I'll never, support anything he does." And I'm like, why? That's what he did. Does that take away from his love or this show or whatever? I guess I don't understand. I guess I don't understand. I can't wrap my head around it. I think I just come from like, could we come from a different time? I don't know. If you like Squid Game, the 8 show is even better and only one season, very creative. Okay, Renrel, I'll have to check that out. Is that on Netflix as well? Nope, didn't like her. I get it, pretty girl. I get it. I get it. Bring back real journalists. That part. I watched that in real time. Barbara had everybody. Listen, Mona the Goddess. That is probably one of her funniest to me. It's not funny, but it is funny. Cause it's like, have you always been stupid? Have you always let her run over you? My it's just something to see. I think with the advent of social media influencers and, street journalists or social media journalists, I think it's not the same. It's just not the same. Even if you go into old school Oprah interviews, like, it's just, like I said, and I think a lot of people are like boots on the ground now because of a TikTok, because of Instagram, and it's just not the same. Like, you would be ready for a Friday night interview, because who they got? Who Diane Sawyer talking to today? Who's she about to get cussed out by? Like, it's just not, it just doesn't hit quite the same. I think it can, but okay. So I tried this because, my girl and a bag of pearls from Handmaids, Elizabeth Moss, was over there. And I tried. Oh, no, 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 no. You're talking about, that's not with Elizabeth Moss. Shining Veil. Is that with Courtney Cox? Keep me honest. Don't shadow ban me, because I feel like I'm thinking of something else. Keep me honest. Let's see. Also watching a Korean show called Mercy for None. It's giving The Last of Us with The Last of Us. Saltin. Somebody told me it was like John Wick. I haven't been over there yet, but I am trying to immerse myself into Korean dramas, K dramas. I really want to see what they're hitting on because I know the girlies love them. That must be it, Low Reacts, because I just can't wrap my head around me hating someone because of a choice they made politically. I just can't wrap my head around it. I can't. I can't. And I honestly don't want to. Like I feel like people are more than that. Like, I don't know. It's just different. Yeah, the 8 show is on Netflix. I'm gonna check it out, Renrel. I love Donahue, Oprah. But listen, Sally Jesse, those original seasons, and you can find a ton of those clips on YouTube, y'all, if you wanted to check it out. But it was so in your face, and I appreciate the directness of it all. Um, them old do yourself a favor, do a deep dive, go down a rabbit hole. Okay, yeah, no, Courtney turns me off. So I think I started it and I didn't finish it. But if you're saying it's good, I'll go over there. I'll go over there and give it more than a half an episode, which is all I think I gave it. I didn't give it any more than that. But yes, like I said, whether you liked Barbara or not, I definitely think this was a worthwhile doc. And I think it's only like an hour and a half. So definitely something to do. If you want to watch a documentary. Y'all, The Gilded Age was back this week. We did a live for it. Be sure you go and check that out. And I think I did a solo upload for it as well. We're back. The girls are back, and Miss Ada is in control, honey. I've loved the Gilded Age since season 1, but I also was a Downton Abbey girly. So it would only make sense that I would be over here. But this was really, really good. And like I said, we have a whole live discussion talking about it. I think that live ended up being 2 hours. And I was like, Tyra, for somebody who don't like being back here, you sure had a lot to say about these characters, but it's very thorough. We get into all of the characters and of course the plot line for episode 1. And I think we're setting up for a really good season. I need Mr. Russell to get on Bertha's ass. That's what I need to do because leave Gladys alone. And y'all, I really want to know where Gladys went. Where did she go? That's what I want to know. Yep, similar plot to John Wick. It's a revenge plot. Okay. Yeah, because it was on my calendar because I go through Deadline, Variety, like all of the media publications, and I try to compile like a list of shows that we could possibly talk about in any given month. And it was on there. And I was like, well, this could be cool. And then Tyra, I know she binged it and was like, yeah, I don't know what we would talk about though. Like, it's just some like, you know, unaliving kill type situation. So, but I'll definitely watch it if it's action packed. Diane Sawyer gave us a Whitney quote, crack is whack. I'd have made too much money to ever smoke crack. Crack is whack. Yeah, Diane Sawyer always got her behind handed to her. Cause Whitney got her together. Listen, but she was going to ask them questions. Listen, and that's what I want. You want a journalist that's going to ask a hard-hitting question every single time. I went to see Jerry and Jenny shows in person all the time. Oh my goodness. I can't imagine being in a Jerry Springer audience. Now, that was a good doc on Netflix. If you haven't watched that one, that was salacious. I don't know how Jerry stayed on the line and Jenny Jones got canceled. Well, I mean, I do know because y'all know that Jenny Jones got canceled when she did that one show about secret crushes, and the man had a crush on another man. Well, apparently, like so many weeks later, he was embarrassed. The town was ripping him to shreds, and he unalived that man. And they felt like Jenny Jones, producers and crew, set that up, like not set it up, but put him in a precarious situation and didn't put safeguards in place. So she got canceled. But honestly, when I watched that Jerry Springer documentary on Netflix, the same thing happened over there. That ex-husband unalived that wife, and Jerry got to keep going. I think it's about who you know. But I can't imagine being in a Jerry Springer audience. Get hit with a chair. Like there were melees. Y'all should go ahead and hit that like button. Just saying. Thank you. Just go on and hit it. Go on and hit it, y'all. Gladys went up the block and around the corner. In short, she ain't going nowhere. I'm hoping maybe Marion sees her and she goes over there to the Van Ryn house, or because where else she gonna go? Because where you gonna go? Or hopefully her brother Larry catches her and is like, Gladys, bring your bag. Because girl, where are you going with your little carpetbagger? You know, what are you doing? The scandal of it all. You know, Bertha had someone drag her. Listen, Bertha probably got eyes on her. Like Bertha looked like the type that would do whatever. Okay, what else did we talk about this week? Oh, child, we watched it. We watched it. I even recorded a video. I just need to edit and put it up because Darfalina had me over here in the ultimatum queer love streets. Jesus. I thought the queer folk was going to be better than the straights. I did. I was like, it's not going to be any of that. I was like, we're not going to have no F-boy games. We're not going to have any of that. And honestly, I'm wondering, like, so the ultimatum queer love, this is only like queer women or female presenting. I don't know, y'all. I don't know the language, damn it. But you know what I mean? I thought we were going to get a whole like myriad of people, but it's really just women or those who present as women, right? On the show. And I was like, well, that's interesting. But child, the only good thing to me that came out of this first 7 episodes was Marita and Brittany's friendship. They're best friends forever. That's the only thing I got out of this, you guys. Honestly, the drama didn't happen till episode 5, and then it was kind of short lived. But it was F boy behavior all over there. Definitely was. It wasn't any different than the regular ultimatum. But on that note, the ultimatum is the most manipulative show that I've ever seen. Because baby, if you got to make somebody marry you, just don't get married because they don't want you for real. And then if somebody feels pressured to marry you, what is the point? What's the point? Let's see. Yeah, Maury was classy compared to Jerry. All they did was track meets into the green rooms. You are not the father. Oh, and then you got to hide and curl up in the fetal position and cry. Lord. Try to get back to Criminal Minds. They destroyed that show. It's trash now. Bay watches that, but I didn't. I didn't. I didn't watch it. Child, you knew what I meant, pretty girl. Go. I don't know the language. Damn it. That's why I don't go over there. I stay in my lane about the things that I know. But they said that season 1 was just so messy. It was that season 2 was probably going to be good, and season 2 just took too long to get to the plot. Masculine presenting, is tomboy still appropriate? I don't know either, girl. I don't know. Everybody like rests in offense nowadays, and I don't understand. Like I said, it's just I don't get it. Babe, will you turn this fan on, please? I'm hot to trot. Thank you, sweetie. But yeah, so I don't know, child. I don't know. But yeah, that was I think I don't know if I'll post the video. I don't know. Cause like I said, I just talk a little crazy and I don't think I said anything offensive, child, but people be wanting to get offended. Child, I could have told you as a former member of the ABC, you know what? That we have the exact same problem as the heteros. In fact, I say it's worse for us. Hey, Dominique. Listen, I was just like perplexed. You out of here? All right, sweetie. Be safe. Drive safely. All right. Um, I'd say it's worse for us. Listen, I thought the women would be different because the queer love is only for women, right? And so I thought they'd be behaving a little bit better than the men, but we had Mrs. Steal Your Girls over there. Still. And I listen, but we did talk about it. There's a live from this week that we did on 28 Years Later because we did watch this. And yeah, and I just recently watched the first two, 28 Days and 28 Weeks Later. And I honestly thought they were decent films. I was like, okay, like we get it. Over here, it was just different, guys. And I was so surprised to see that the part 2, the Weeks Later, had a different director than the first because they felt very similar, right? As far as the emotions that they elicited, this one was just different. I didn't like it, but apparently the horror community really, really enjoyed it. But we have a live kind of talking about it at length. But yeah, I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it. I don't buy this is 28 years later. I didn't. It didn't do anything for me. Let's go over here, child, because this has been controversial this week. And we covered the first three episodes because that's what aired this week. I'm talking Disney's Ironheart. Um, the nastiness and vitriol that has come out of like the Marvel fandom has been disgusting to me. Utterly and completely disgusting. The way they went on that damn channel, the 10 of those men, and said everything racist they could possibly say before the show even aired was insanity to me. Here's my thing. You don't have to like everything. You don't have to like the show. You actually can hate it, but you don't come on here with just blatant racism. Like, it was insanity. I was like, you're allowed to do that on YouTube? Like, that's not considered hate speech? It's crazy to me. Have you guys heard about like the whole thing, the review bombing? Rotten Tomatoes had to recalibrate and, see which reviews were real and which ones weren't. Like I said, it's not even an issue of whether or not it was good or bad. It's like your critique should be based on the show, not on that you think the actress is too haughty or too prideful. Like she needs to humble herself. Why? Like, it's just incredibly insane what I've seen around Ironheart. And it wasn't terrible to me. Like, the first episode was slow, but by the end of episode 3, I want to know what's going to happen. Like, it's just crazy to me. That was really sad. And I saw that like on TikTok. I saw an excerpt and went down the rabbit hole. And I was like, are y'all serious? Like they were calling her Boom Quisha, and like it was just disgusting. Anyway, thank you, Chuck. Welcome. Hope you're having an amazing Saturday. Y'all don't forget, if you haven't already, let me know what part of the world you're in. Let me know what the weather's like and give me one word that describes how you're feeling today. Chuck says, thank you so for the $5 super chat. Y'all exposing me to new shows. Not all are for me, but I'm always trying to broaden horizons, being patient with dark skin with glasses, but upfront with support for the channel. Thank you, Chuck. And we appreciate you. We see it. It does not go unnoticed, boo. We know, and we appreciate you. My favorite episodes were always bad. 28 weeks was my preferred. Didn't care much for Killian. We're here, pretty girl. You know that 28 weeks later was my favorite as well. I didn't like Killian's micropene in the first one. I was immediately disgusted and turned off. But yeah, it was. Is that what the problem is, Chuck? Girl, you know I did. You know I hit that button and it's still up there because they have 200,000 subscribers. You know I report stuff. LOL, I don't like this show, but the hate is too much. Just move on. It's not. That's my thing. You're allowed to hate it, right? You're allowed to not like it. You're allowed to say all of those things, but you don't have a right to be racially motivated about it. Like the character is literally black. Like first it was like, oh, you guys are changing history and changing the color of characters. That's one thing, but over here it's something different. What they gonna do? Get mad at me and call me? Listen, Dominique, I don't know. They might though, because then they call people self-hating. I've seen that too. I don't know. It's a wild world, honey. It's a funny thing. When the Marvel community realized they could grift and profit off negativity, it all went downhill. I second that emotion, Anakin. I mean, in any of those deep fandoms from Star Wars to Marvel to DC, I see it less with DC, but that could be because I'm not fully immersed yet in the DC verse. Like, my God, I really kind of fanned out when they did and I know people hated it, but it was my first introduction to like real DC when they did Titans on Max. I enjoyed the first couple seasons of Titans and I was like, oh, let me find out more about DC. outside of the normal properties, all that. When I went over there, I was like, okay, all right. But I haven't really seen the vitriol over there. I'm sure it's there. But I definitely see it in like Star Wars and over here with Marvel. Hey, Greta, happy Saturday. Good to see you. The only social media I have is YouTube. The rest I can't. Yeah, so they clipped it for TikTok, but the original video and the platform is here on YouTube. I won't give the name on the panel because they don't deserve that, but I can definitely share it in the Discord. The original Black creator on TikTok who basically, talked about it, which is the only reason I saw it. Yeah, get the draws in a bunch when their heroes get eclipsed by our superior characters, not because the show exactly sucked. And that's what I don't understand it. I don't understand it because from everything I see as far as the lore, even in the comics, as far as Marvel is concerned, whether it be X-Men or the other properties, they were always inclusive. There were always Black characters. There was always a discussion around the human condition, right? Maybe not straightforward, but always this ideal of an oppressed class and them bursting forth or people being different and coming forth. So it's really sad to me that present day we see it and it's nothing of the sort, nothing that I feel like the original writers of the comics intended for this to kind of turn into. And it's really sad. And I think they would be sad as well if they knew the state of affairs. How disgusting. People all show their behind and reassure my beliefs that racism is still alive and kicking. Oh, it didn't go anywhere. Like it transformed and it changed, but it didn't go anywhere. I knew racists would come out for this. They were salivating. Yeah, just waiting for a reason to be nasty. I love Titans too, low reacts, but I know a lot of people didn't like Titans, but I enjoyed it. I did. I got my life over there. I really enjoyed all the episodes of Ironheart because it's Black AF, period. And I'm still supporting everybody Black, whether I loved it or not. Um, yeah, I just wanted to talk about it. Marvel has so many unhinged fans and it's insane. Your lighting is dope. I need recommendations for mine. I don't know if I have these panel lights linked. I have two of the newer panel lights, the 18 inches. They're available on Amazon. I think I have them in my description, like the equipment I use. And then honestly, this other one, I'll have to give it to you. It's honestly like an outdoor light that you would position to like propel, but it sits on the floor. I don't know how to describe it, but I will link it because I have the links. I got it on Amazon. And then I have another key light. But yeah, let me know. And the funny thing is, Marvel or DC otherwise, their superheroes are based off our characters from Egyptian and Black cultures, mythos characters. They just change their names. Listen, and backstory. Very true. The worst part, these fandoms have low standards for, listen, but not the non whites have to be above exceptional. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think, like we have our things. I honestly, personally think that the best two properties that Marvel has released for a series has probably Loki was my like between Loki and WandaVision. And they're neck and neck for me. They were just the best, most well thought out, well executed projects that they've done. But I think it's about kind of your art's subjective anyway. So it's going to be about that. But I don't think this was we talk about it in the live. We kind of go into detail about what we liked and didn't like. But overall, I think it deserved a chance. I don't think it deserved to be review bombed ahead of it even being released. Like, that's crazy. I got into it with these under a video where the creator of Rogue from X-Men said he originally intended for Rogue to be Black and that he told the artist commissioned her to base her off of. Listen, but that's what I'm saying. If we go into the original properties, the original comics, it was diverse. And like I said, there was always this idea of fight the power. Like, I don't know how anybody can know the lore and read the comics and then act the way that they're acting present day. I don't understand. I know, but people more so racist apologists love saying racism isn't as present. No, it's just transformed and changed. And honestly, it's making a resurgence in a more public way now. It's like don't let girl. I'm glad you didn't let them let you drink the Kool-Aid because no. We know what it is. We know exactly what it is. Actress Grace Jones, but they were mad because Keke Palmer said she wanted to play her in a live action film. I had a titanium heart, but one person managed to break through. Well, I'm glad she broke through. I'm glad she broke through. But what else, y'all? What else did I watch or we talk about this week? Y'all know we talked about In Just Like That last night. So if you are an In Just Like That hate watcher or you actually like it, go check out that live discussion. That was something. Okay, what else? The Bear. The Bear came out this week, season 4. And I'll say this, it's very much getting back to the roots of the show. And that's what I needed from it because I did not enjoy season 3 at all. I didn't. It wasn't for me. It was aesthetic and it was pretty and it was beautiful, but I needed to get back to the story, right? Carmi, what are we going to do? Are we going to get this Michelin star? Like, is Sydney going to stay? Is Sid going to stay? Is she going to go? Is she going to stay? Is she going to go? Big please. We did talk about Game of Thrones, but I didn't put Sex in the City or Game of Thrones up here, Vic. But y'all got Tyra laughing. At least has her laughing, you guys. So if you're not there, every Tuesday we do a Game of Thrones rewatch for me, a first time watch for Tyra, and it's a good time. We react on YouTube and we watch it in the Discord. So make sure you're there for that. But yeah, no, so The Bear season 4, I think it's returning to its roots. I've watched episodes 1 and 2 so far, and I feel like it's back. This is back to the storytelling that I like from them. And I'm still invested in the story, even though I will say this, the only real note I have is the redundancy. It feels like Sid is always on the verge of leaving or, pursuing another opportunity. So that's kind of my only note for it. But The Bear is always going to be beautifully acted. It's always going to look good. It's always, the people perform and the people are acting over here. It feels good. It feels like home. I was hate watching Just Like That, but it won. Can't do it anymore. Well, at least just come to the live discussion because it is funny, Saul. We have a good time over there. It was a good time. The original artist commissioned to draw Rogue off the creator's directions claimed he didn't know who Grace was. Oh, please. You knew who Grace Jones was. Is The Bear season 4 worth it? Because they are tearing it to shreds on Twitter. I like season 4. It's far superior than season 3 for me. Season 3, there were like 2 or 3 episodes that I enjoyed. But again, I'm only 2 episodes in to season 4, but this is much better. This is much more in the vein of season 1 and 2 for me. Let me go on over to X and see what they're talking about. Because I hate a bandwagon. I really do, because I feel like a lot of people in the space just look for what the popular sentiment is and they base their reviews on that. And I hate that. Like, even as a part of my process, like if we're talking about something, I'm not gonna look at anyone's reviews of it until after. And even then I barely look at them. But I really want to feel things out for myself. I really want to feel things out for myself. Honestly, you can just go to season 4. You're not missing anything, Greta. Just go to season 4. Maybe watch the last episode of season 3 and then go to season 4. Yeah, like I wouldn't even bother. Season 3 is just so different. It's another show. Thank you. Pretty Girl says, hold on. Pretty Girl says, Sansa gets on my nerves and I can't wait for her to suffer. I only watched season 1 the first go round, but left it. Oh, Pretty Girl. So you're in for a treat. You're in for a treat. Well, and like I said, I don't condone abuse of any kind, but was I like crying for Sansa? Like, don't cry for me, Argentina. Like, I was not crying for Sansa. Well, when it gets really, really deep, like I want to say circa season 6, I might have shed a tear for her over there, but that's it. I meant to say finishing season. Yeah, don't worry about it. Like I say, just going to season 4. I knew season 4 was coming, but I didn't know it was out already. What happened to promo? Listen, and the whole season dropped on Hulu, so you'll everything is out there, and they're only like 30-minute episodes. But the whole 8 or 10 episodes are out there. Rogue is still my fave though, because of her backstory, her spirit, and deep friendship, sisterhood she displayed with Storm in the comics and the original animated series. Listen, I love Rogue down bad. She and Gambit were always my favorite two X-Men characters from childhood. When I watched the original OG X-Men, the one that came out in 2000, they honestly pissed me off because don't put Sookie over there. I do not need Sookie as Rogue. Even in teenage Rogue, I know Rogue was big fine, and Sookie Stackhouse was just not that. They played with her. But now when we got to X-Men 97, the new, animated, I was like, oh, my Rogue is back. But I still don't feel like they have properly captured Rogue's essence in live action yet. And I need that to happen. We need that. I needs that. They didn't put any black baddies in Game of Thrones, only a few brothers. No, you got Missandei eventually. The fellas liked Missandei, Daenerys's right hand when we get there. And she's beautiful, but she's not deeply melanated by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, it's an acquired taste, especially depending on when you came out. I do think that season 1 and season 2 were really, really good, just in terms of the storytelling. I think the acting was great. I mean, you had Jamie Lee Curtis over there, unrecognizable. I said, who's this lady? And I've loved Lip forever. I was a Shameless fan. And so when he took that role, I was like, yes. I like Eben Moss Clark. I just the cast did it for me. And then I also liked this idea of sacrificing yourself and your dreams for the greater good of your family, your community, thinking outside of yourself, but still being a very conflicted character. Because for me, Carmi, while he is, burdened with this purpose, he's still very insulated and still very selfish, right? But he is doing all these things in hopes of supporting this ecosystem that's around him. And I really like the dichotomy of that, because it makes you complex and it makes you nuanced, and you're not just like a one-note character. Because Carmi, for what it's worth, he's forever apologizing because he's not thinking outside of himself. He's very laser focused on the task at hand, and everything else be damned around him, but he still kind of has this heart of gold where he wants everybody to thrive and do good. He just like is oblivious. And I love that, because at moments I hate him, and then at other moments I love him. And the hate is never really lasting or deep, but I want to say so bad, nah, they crossed the line that's what I said. I eventually shed a tear for her, but in the beginning I didn't at all. Yeah, Gambit is my guy too. Yeah, he's good. You started talking about the bear. I thought they had made a show off the movie. No, no, this is in the kitchen. In the kitchen, and I'm whipping. Yeah. Hey, Jester, what's good? Hey, Rico, my partner, my late night movie partner over here. Hope you're doing well today, y'all. Let me know where you're at. Let me know what part of the world you're in, and give me one word that describes how you're feeling today. This is the weekly check-in for the Sweet Peas. And we just having a time talking about everything I watched this week. Everything I watched this week. So yeah, that was The Bear. Like I said, I think it's a vast improvement over. And like I said, season 3 is beautiful. It is. It's pretty to look at, but that's it. It didn't move me. Let me see. What else do we got over here? Child, look like I've been down through there. Watched everything. Okay, we just have one more thing. This one. We watched the first episode yesterday in the Discord. And I believe there's only 2 episodes out now. It'll be airing weekly. This is a brand new Apple TV series called Smoke. It's starring Taron Egerton and Journey Smollett. And after watching episode 1, y'all, I'm set. I don't know about anybody else. I didn't really gauge the temperature in the room after we watched it because I was preparing for another live, but I'm compelled. I want to know. I will say, if you watch The Shy, Ronnie's over here. All right, Ronnie is over here. But so it seems as though the premise is, of course, Taron Egerton's character plays a fire investigator, and Journey Smollett, after having an affair with a married man who clearly is a higher rank than her in the police department, she kind of gets subjugated to arson. And so she's kind of following Taryn's character to figure out what it means to kind of be an arson investigator and kind of, solve these crimes because there's been a rash of arsons in their area. They live in a town called Trolley Town. I don't know. I don't know if that's based on a real place or fictional. But yeah, I mean, each of the characters have different dynamics. He wants to be a writer, a famous author that writes about a fire investigator. And of course, we see that there's multiple fires, and we think we might have multiple arsonists. But right now, we just kind of have one lead after the first episode. I'm into it. Like, I love a show that makes me want to ask more questions and makes me want to know more about the characters. And this is doing that for me because with Journey's character, I think her name is Detective Michelle Calderon or something. I want to know why she is the way she is. I want to know how we got here. I want to know what her past was, and I want to know what she's going to do over here. And as far as Taryn, he had a near death experience. So I want to know what happened as a result of that and where he's going. So I love shows like this that are going to keep me on the edge, but it's Apple TV, so it can be hit or miss, but I'm definitely going to finish the second episode and probably do a upload on it, engage interest, see if anybody else is watching. Did anybody else check this one out? I know it just came out yesterday. Child, I've been on a clip. Um, he's not an established author. He's working this job all the while trying to be, and there's not really a funny element to it. But I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see what it pans out to be. I love Journey. She delivers every single time. Like I said, I just want to understand her character, and I don't understand her character yet. Now you watch the trailer, it was kind of cringe, but I'll give it a try. Just watch the first episode and let me know what you think. I'll probably be watching these in the Discord too. Probably wrap up that second episode. I might just rewatch because I was moving around a bit when we had it on yesterday. Rico says the Midwest, and I feel good. Da, 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 da. I love it. I'm glad. I'm repping Ratchet A, Florida in my lovely T voice, and I'm feeling eternally lost just over life. Dominique, you can't just gloss over that. We're not over life because tomorrow is a brand new day filled with opportunity and something new. Be encouraged. It doesn't end here. It doesn't end here. This is just the beginning, and your best days are ahead of you. They are. I promise. I promise. And I know it feels like that sometimes. It bees like that sometimes. But sometimes we need to shift some things. And 9 times out of 10, the thing that we need to shift is our perspective. But I don't know the story. I don't know your full story. But I will say this, you deserve to be here, and I want you to be here. Okay? And you got my email. I need to tune in for smoke. I be sleeping on them Apple TV projects. Yeah, we might come in the Discord a little bit later and do that and see what's happening. Speaking of Journey Smollett, I'm still pissed about us not getting the second season of Lovecraft Country. HBO Max, stay canceling our shows. If y'all want to get some giggles, go back and watch our first time react well, it was my first time reacting to Lovecraft Country. We did a retrospective. I think there's a couple discussions, and then there's also some really long lives where we are watching it episode by episode, and you could turn it on your TV and watch it as we're watching it. Nikki's over there, Tyra's over there, I'm over there. I might have missed a couple of those. I think I missed one of those, but everybody else is over there. Anakin, no, I didn't. Seth Rogen gives me the ick. And so like I cut it on and I tried to, but then I didn't. Yeah, send them all the love, guys. I know it's virtual, but send Dominique love. Yeah. It'd be hard. Life is hard. The world is hard. Period. It is. But if there's a way that you can tap in, especially to community, that's why we're here, Dominique, to have each other. Like I said, and I know you're in the Discord, but if you have time, really engage. We're over there deep and we're all here to support each other. Like that's the whole point of like the sweet peas of the collective, of all of that, to be here for each other. I don't want anyone out here just feeling alone or whatever the case may be. Yeah, the studio wasn't it for me at all, at all, at all. I mean, and like he just gives me the ick, but I might, I could try. Everyone's saying it was really good and that it was funny, but same with Government Cheese. Like I tried to watch it because I don't mind David Oyelowo. I was like, let me go over here. It's black. Let me see, and I couldn't get to it. I couldn't get to it. Smoke is gonna make me keep my Apple channel. So you liked it, Bookworm? Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I think I'm gonna put it on. What are we snack? I need a snack. Low reacts. I might actually take me a little drive to get a snack today. Oh, Greek food sounds good. I love my kebab, honey, and give me a good old gyro, and I'm set. A Greek salad, but then I can't. I don't want the onions. I don't want the olives. I'm so ridiculous. Why can't I just eat everything? Yes, Bookworm. Love you, Dominique. Yeah. Not Seth Rogen gives you the ick. He's Hollywood gold for me. Anakin, I know. It's just something about, but you know what? I really like that show he has with, oh girl, Rose. That's on Apple TV too. It's very cute. And it tickled me. What is it called? Child, I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's a comedy with Rose Byrne in him, and they were like besties in college, and now they each have their own lives, but they reconnect like later in life. And I don't know, it's funny. And I love Shrinking. Like Apple TV has some good comedy shows on there. I don't know, maybe I'll go over there and see what's happening with the studio. But y'all, we've been here for a minute, for a good old hour. I'm gonna go find me something to eat, honey, ideate, maybe get in the Discord in a few and put on Smoke and finish that out. If you guys are not in the Discord, what are you doing? Come over. My bad. I'm just clicking buttons. I was trying to get to the QR code. Come on over and join the collective Discord. It's a place for everyone. It's a good time. Just keep it cute. I think we've got almost 350 people now. A lot of those people are new, and we don't know who the people are just yet. But come on over, join us. The core is the core is the core. You will definitely be fine, and we are here. We are here. Yeah. But don't try to be all fine and strong by yourself. That's why we're here in community. We got your back. Even if it's just to watch something with us in the Discord and send gifts and chat, or, like it doesn't have to be big or huge, but like I find when I get an inkling to go and watch something in the Discord and people come through and it's just a good time, it takes your mind off other things. It's great to be in community. That part, Vic, because we got a lot of people joined, and yeah, I'm like, what y'all doing? But come over, it's fun. Yes, the rain always stops. It's always temporary. It don't, what they say, trouble don't last always. But we got you. And thank you for sharing and being vulnerable with us. We got you. And I'll definitely be praying for you today, like as soon as we get off of here, because things will get better. But y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. You know, we do it same time, same place, where I'm trying to get better about doing it same time, same place. Every Saturday at noon Eastern Standard Time, the Sweet Peas will get together and convene and do our weekly check-in. And I'm hoping we get some more shows because this was good. We got a lot of stuff. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. We do have a new show, Nautilus, that, well, it's new to the Americas. I believe it dropped in Europe last year, but it's going to be based on 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. So I'm definitely set to see what that's going to be like. And then I loved the first season of McBee Dynasty. It's a reality show about cowboys. That comes out on Monday. So I'll definitely be watching those two things. Absolutely here for it. Yay! Join, announce yourself if you don't have the same name. Let us know over there and do the little welcome and introduction. And if you want to drop your birthday, drop that in the birthday channel. Pretty Girl monitors that and make sure that we wish everyone a happy birthday when it's that time. But thank y'all so much for being here. Have the most amazing rest of your Saturday. Don't forget, we have Collective News this evening, and then we have Blockbuster Movie Night, and we're watching My Choice, which is Soap Dish. So I'm going to leave you guys with My Choice for Blockbuster Movie Night. Have a great Saturday, and be in the Discord because I'm going to pop in there a little bit later.
When I had my vision, you couldn't see it. I'm off the battlefield. I'm doing shit that's gonna make me elevate. Only one people around that's gonna make me better. It's so good. They ask how I get that. And it's money and it's cheddar. My daddy got me down. I promise you I won't let it go. I say fuck that man, that shit won't get better. I'm a buster beef and I'm